Welcome back. Now starting with this video, we will cover the very important concept of trend lines and trend channels. It is a common understanding among academics that the market goes up and down randomly, but the truth is that markets show a definite pattern in their movement. In fact, prices may move in trends for extended period of time. This trend may either be up, or the trend may be down, or the trend may be sideways. An uptrend is one where the prices move up overall, like shown here. A downtrend is one where the prices move down overall, like the one shown here. A sideways trend is one where prices tend to be in a broad horizontal range for a period of time. Any trend may last either for a brief period of time, or the trend may last for a longer duration as well. Whatever be the case, sooner or later, trends change. So for example, a trend may change from an uptrend to a downtrend, or from a downtrend to an uptrend. They may also change direction without reversing. So for example, an uptrend may be followed by a sideways trend, and after this sideways trend is complete, an uptrend may resume. Traders or investors essentially make money by capitalizing on uptrends or downtrends. This is done either by following a trend until it is reversed, or by anticipating a reversal of trend. As someone looking to profit from financial markets, your real challenge is to try and recognize a trend at the earliest possible stage of development so that you can enter a trade to profit from it. Your next task is to figure out whether the trend has ended so that you may book profits and exit the trade. Trend lines are a basic tool that helps us in identifying and following a trend. So without further ado, let's go ahead and understand trend lines. A trend line is a line that helps in identifying a trend because all the price action and retracements in the trend are supported by this trend line. So you will find that often all the smaller counter-trend fluctuations in a trend are supported by a trend line. You may also see that when prices are plotted for many years, many times longer term uptrends are also supported by a single trend line. Trend lines often help in identifying if a trend is likely to continue or not. That is, trend lines may also help in identifying if the current trend has reversed. Specifically, when prices come and touch a pre-existing trend line and reverse, it indicates that the trend is going to continue. In contrast, if prices come to touch a pre-existing trend line but don't find any support and instead fall through it, then it's an early sign that the trend may be about to reverse, or at least a substantial counter-trend move might be in action. Apart from this, trend lines can be combined with other price patterns and concepts like support and resistance in order to make trades. In an uptrend, trend lines are formed by joining the lows of minor fluctuations that are against the trend. So the bottoms formed by minor counter-trend moves in an uptrend are connected to form an uptrend line. The tops formed in an uptrend may or may not lie on a straight line. This implies that if you were to connect the various intermediate tops in an uptrend, they may not lie on a straight line and may instead have some kind of a crooked formation. In some special cases though, this may not be true, and these intermediate tops may also fall on a straight line. We will be discussing this aspect of uptrends when we cover trend channels. Now let's look at how we can create a trend line in a downtrend, that is when the prices are falling. A trend line may be created by joining the intermediate tops of the minor upward corrections in a scenario of falling prices. These intermediate tops often lie on a line which would be a downward sloping trend line. In this case though, the various bottoms formed in the fall may or may not fall on a straight line. Now let's formally look at how we can draw trend lines. As you would already know, a line can be drawn by joining any 2 points. So in order to draw a trend line, we need to determine 2 points. In case of an uptrend, these 2 points are supposed to be 2 minor counter-trend reversal bottom points, while in case of downward trending lines, these 2 points are supposed to be 2 minor top reversal points to establish a downward sloping trend line. So we have essentially connected 2 important established bottoms in order to create an uptrend line. Similarly, we have connected 2 established tops in order to create a downtrend line. As you can see in this chart, once we have established a trend line, further price movements seem to have been supported by this trend line again and again. Also, a trend reversal seems to occur only once this established trend line is broken so that the prices trade below the trend line. Similar is the case in a downtrend line. Once we have established a trend line using 2 established tops, we see how prices cannot sustain above this trend line as long as the prices are in a downtrend. Once the downtrend is over, the prices start trading above this downward sloping trend line. Once a trend line is established, it serves us 2 purposes. Let's understand this by looking at the uptrend line here. The first purpose of a trend line is that once a trend line is broken, that is when prices go through it, it decisively signals that the advance has run out and it calls on you to get out of your position and look to reinvest the proceeds elsewhere. Another purpose served by the trend line is that it tells you how long you should stay on in a trade. So for example, in this case, if you see that some kind of reversal formation takes place far away from the trend line, you should not exit the position just because of the formation of this reversal pattern. This is true unless you see that in subsequent move, the prices fall below the trend line. So if the prices continue to stay above the trend line, then it is best for you to ignore this reversal formation. And this will enable you to stay on to the trend for incremental profits. Experienced traders find this important because they realize that they should hold on to their positions for as long as possible to maximize the returns on profitable trades. Experienced traders realize that it is expensive to keep switching out from one position to another on appearance of every reversal pattern, as with experience they have learned that the trends just don't reverse on appearance of a reversal pattern. So by getting out of a position on appearance of a reversal pattern, you may stand to lose by exiting trades prematurely. So it becomes important not only to identify trends using a trend line, but also to hold on to winning positions unless these trend lines are broken decisively. In order to determine whether the trend line has been broken, we will be looking at some other concepts in the next video. So see you in the next video.